It was a small town, tucked between rolling hills and quiet woods, the kind of place where the church bell was louder than traffic, and Sunday morning still smelled like coffee and fresh bread. Every day, before sunrise, Samuel arrived at St. Mary's Church. He'd unlock the wooden doors, polish the brass handles, and light the candles in silence. He wasn't a preacher, he wasn't a deacon, just the janitor, the man who made sure God's house stayed shining. For 30 years he'd been there, never late, never unkind, always with a soft smile and a small joke for the children. Until one Monday morning, when everything changed, the church key, the master key that opened every door, was missing. Father Raymond stood in his office, his voice low but heavy. "Samuel," he said, "we can't find the key. It's gone." Samuel blinked, confused. "Gone?" "I left it in the drawer, Father. Same as always." The church treasurer frowned. "Funny, the offering box was opened yesterday afternoon, and some cash is missing." The air went cold. "You're not saying We just need to ask questions," Father Raymond said quietly. "But you're the only one with access." Samuel felt his chest tighten. 30 years of trust, suddenly painted with doubt. That evening, he walked home under the grey sky, head down, heart heavy. Neighbours glanced from their porches, whispering. He'd never felt so small. A week passed. Samuel stopped coming to church. The doors stayed locked longer in the mornings, and the candles were never quite as bright. Then, one Sunday, a young parishioner named Emily, just 16, came to Father Raymond. "Father," she said softly, "can I show you something?" She held up her phone, a blurry video clip from the church's back hallway camera. It wasn't Samuel in the frame, it was the treasurer. He was taking the money, quietly slipping it into his coat, then locking the drawer back with the key Samuel had left in the open box. Emily's voice shook. "I didn't want to tell at first, but I couldn't keep it anymore." Father Raymond watched the footage 3 times, and each time his heart sank deeper. He picked up the phone. "Samuel," he said, "come to the church. Please." When Samuel arrived, the church was empty, except for Father Raymond and Emily. The priest's eyes were full of regret. He showed Samuel the video. Not a word was needed. Samuel's shoulders shook, not with anger, but relief. "The truth," he whispered, "always finds its way home." That Sunday, Father Raymond stood before the congregation. His voice trembled as he said, "We have wronged a good man." And though forgiveness can't erase pain, it can start healing it. The church stood in silence. Then slowly, everyone began to clap. Tears filled Samuel's eyes, as the same people who once doubted him now reached for his hands. The treasurer confessed everything and left the town quietly. But Samuel stayed. He kept working at St. Mary's, polishing brass, lighting candles and smiling again. Moral: the truth might hide quietly, but it never disappears. If this story touched your heart, leave a comment below and subscribe for more real-life stories about faith, honesty, and second chances. Because sometimes, even when the world doubts you, truth stands silently by your side, waiting to be seen.